So I went down to meet Will Sokoloff, which was at that time Sleeping Bag Fresh Records. Met with Will Sokoloff. We decided to record some music. I decided to record some songs for Will Sokoloff. I recorded an EP, He's Incredible, Breakdown and Rockin' the Party. Now at that time, there was only two rap records on that label. One was just coming out by Mantronic and MCT. The name of the record was Fresh is the Word. There was another record by Scott LaRock, who was not with KRS-One at that time, and the name of that record was Success is the Word. So this would make it their third rap release. Now, Curtis Mantronic, he was so far ahead of his time. His music was futuristic. After I released He's Incredible, Breakdown, and on Rockin' the Party, I began working on another album. The album was titled Lyrical King from the Boogie Down Bronx. Now on this album, I had total control of production, so me and Louie Lou were at the production helm at this time. But Curtis Mantronic always wanted to record with me. So we decided to record some music together. We recorded a song called Breaking Bells. Now here's the thing, Mantronic started the production, but he was only in the studio for 2 hours. Up to today's date, I don't know why, something happened personally in his life, and me and Louie Lou wound up producing that song, Breaking Bells, which was a big record. The next song I recorded with Curtis Mantronic was called Bass Machine. The concept, the whole record, everything was focusing on the bass machine, which is the Roland 808, the same drum machine we used on It's Yours.
Can I pause you?
Sure.
Bass Machine was released 86, I believe.
Let me see. He's Incredible, 86. It might have been because it came right after. Let me get it. He's Incredible. Yeah, because Bass Machine was actually a B-side, I believe. It was Breaking Bells on the A. Let me get it right. Yeah, I'm almost sure. Breaking Bells was the A side and Bass Machine was the B side. And it was 86, 87. Let me get it. Oh, but go. Is it very important with the? I'm almost sure it was 86. Okay.
In our last conversation, I brought this up too. That what sparked Miami bass in South Florida was when MC80 recorded Bass Rock Express in late '85. And months later, that's when you had Ronio with Everlasting Bass out in California.
I remember that.
You had Pump That Bass by, of course.
Yeah, of course.
So you were one of maybe like 5 records that came out in the wake of Bass Rock Express. Did you know about all of that?
No, see, that's what I was gonna say to you. I had no clue. I just remember. Are you rolling? Are you rolling? I remember talking to Curtis Mantronic saying, listen, for the next record, I want to really get a record and really let's get really deep and funky with the bass. 3 records, This Beat Kicks, Bass Machine, and Lyrical King, which Lyrical King was recorded later on. But Bass Machine, it was a similar situation as the recording of It's Yours. Not situation, but it went down the same way that we recorded It's Yours, as me sitting in the studio telling Mantronic, let's put more bass, more punch. Let's just get that. I want that raw bass sound. Now, the track was made first. I wrote the lyrics afterwards. Bass Machine. Now the bass was so heavy, it sparked a whole new trend, just like It's Yours did with bass records. Bass Machine did the same thing. People from Philadelphia, everyone else started wanting to make more and more records using that real hard bass sound. So,
and at the same time, you don't know what's going on in Florida.
Right? No. I mean, until I went out there. Who?
Just Ice.
That was my label mate.
Yeah, so were you collaborating ideas in any way?
Oh yeah, definitely. Because me and Curtis were friends. Curtis was the type that I could be home watching TV at 10 o'clock at night, and he would call me and say, "Come down to his studio." For the main purpose of coming down there, helping him with some ideas, and Curtis trusts me that way.
You want to talk about Sam Sever at all?
Yeah, Sam Sever, he's another one. Sam Sever, he's a producer. And Sam Sever actually, he didn't actually participate in any of my songs, but he did participate in production of some of Just Ice records. Tricky T, who was another artist on the label. Quite a few sleeping bag artists. Sam Sever took part in creating the music for those songs.
I asked because the rumor is that really Mantronics was the team of Curtis and Sam.
Well, that's true in a sense though, because like I said, I can only go by what I see. Now Sam definitely sat in on a lot of the Mantronic production, hands-on, but I wasn't there at every session, so like I said, I can only speak on what I witnessed. But Sam Sever definitely, positively had a lot of hands-on in the production when you see produced by Mantronic.
How about what happened when you were brought down to Florida? Who brought you down to Florida? How did you discover what was going on down there?
Well, actually, I remember a promoter from Florida named Luke Skywalker. I remember that was his name, Luke Skywalker. He actually, I believe he contacted Norby Walters at that time. Norby Walters was the agency for all the rappers. So either my shows were either booked by Norby Walters or Rush Management, which was Heidi was behind that. And I remember Curious saying, I wonder what Miami sound is like. That was what was in my mind. And I went out, I remember performing in Miami, and the group that opened up for me was the 2 Live Crew. And one of the members was Shy D, and he's the one I spoke to a lot. And we actually talked about bass. Like he would say, oh my, and Luke Skywalker also. They would always say, I have the biggest bass sound. And I said, you kidding me? I said, since I've been here, I'm hearing a lot of records, with heavy bass. So, we were comparing New York bass with Miami bass.
What did Luke tell you?
Oh, he
Like the line that you said at the place, Luke said that you were the one that brought.
Yes, Luke said my sound influenced. He didn't even just limit it to himself. He said your sound influenced that Miami sound, was the influence and the force behind Miami bass. And of course, I said, wow, thank you very much, because that's an honor.